Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I share how to make your own tomato paste at home. Plus I'm going to show you 2 ways to preserve them for the longest time. Alright, so to begin I'm going to transfer the tomatoes into the sink. I have cleaned the sink really well so it is clean. Next, take out the stem from the tomato and rinse in salty water. The best tomatoes to use for this is called Roma tomatoes, but you can use any variety that you have, alright? Once it is clean, set it aside. Next, I'm going to add some beetroot. This right here is super nutritious, but today we're using it mainly for the color. We want the tomato paste to be really bright, and the best additive to add is this beetroot. It is natural but also very effective. Peel it, cut it into small chunks and set aside. Next, I'm going to take out the seed from the tomatoes. Now this step is optional, but doing this will help speed up the cooking process. Now this is done, I'll cut them into small chunks to help the blender and then blend until it is smooth. You want to blend without adding water. Today's hug is for Olushola watching from Nigeria. I'm glad you love the recipes. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in my next video. Once this is smooth, strain into a pot to remove the skin and the seed that wasn't blended properly. Next, you want to blend the beetroot as well and transfer into the tomatoes. You can strain it just in case you have some chunks that wasn't blended, but for the most part you can transfer directly into the tomatoes. Now stir to combine and continue cooking. I was cooking this on medium-high heat. You also want to keep an eye on it so it doesn't boil over. So every now and then you want to go and check and then scrape the sides of the pot to make sure everything is cooking beautifully. Alright, so at this time you can see it is well reduced. What I'll do at this point is go in with an immersion blender to make the paste even smoother. But you don't have to do this, alright? So just cook. Once everything is properly reduced, take it off the heat. So if your preferred method of preservation is the first method, which I'll show next, then you may not have to cook it down to this point. Just cook it until it starts to boil really vigorously and begin to thicken up. Then transfer into a chiffon cloth or a cheesecloth. That's the one we use for pap. And then let it strain out the liquid just like this overnight, and you have your tomato paste. Also, placing a heavy object on it will help exert pressure to it so it can strain out all the liquid from the paste. If your preferred method of preservation is the next method, which is the second method, then you want to cook down the tomato really well until it is thickened up. Then transfer into your ice cube trays and save in your freezer. The next morning, this is what we have. You can see it's all thickened up now with some extra juice which I threw out. Now this is our tomato paste. Transfer into your Ziploc bags and use it for your stews, your jollof rice, and trust me, this is tomato paste with no nonsense added. Very natural and effective. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.